Welcome to IYRTalks. A few days back, State Government of Andhra Pradesh has constituted a one-man committee under the former Chief Secretary Mr. Dinesh Kumar to look into the issue of any further involvement of board members or the chairman, others in this Tirupati Laddu issue, and also suggest improvements in the procurement systems in future as well. Today, on this action of the state government, Mr. Subrahmanya Swamy has gone to the Supreme Court challenging the action of the state government in constituting this one-man committee, stating that when the matter is seized by the Supreme Court and a sit specifically established for this purpose by the Supreme Court has given its report, state government unilaterally setting up a one-man committee is irregular and hence needs to be quashed. This is the prayer of Mr. Subrahmanya Swamy before the Supreme Court. Let us examine the action of the state government and how justified it is to appoint one committee without taking the prior consent of the Supreme Court. Earlier also in IYRTalks here, while speaking on this issue, I have specifically mentioned that it's high time both the political parties put an end to politicizing of this Tirupati Laddu issue. And if at all there are issues which needs to be further addressed, the best thing for the state government, for any of the parties which are involved, is to file a petition before the Supreme Court, bringing any new facts or issues to the notice of the Supreme Court, and then getting one more sit established if required, or refer it back to the same sit for further examination if some major issues have been not attended to or properly attended to by the sit already established under the supervision of the Supreme Court. That would have been the right approach as far as this issue is concerned. In the same IYRTalks earlier, I have also mentioned a scam of this magnitude could not have happened unless there was a political involvement of the members of the board as well as the chairpersons of the TTD who functioned during that period. After all, the Endowment Act of Andhra Pradesh, under which the TTD is established and the Tirumala temple is governed, specifically gives all the powers to the board chairman and to the members of the board. And it is the committees of this board which overall supervise, guide the executive officer in discharging of his functions. That being the case legally, to say that only the officers are responsible and there is no responsibility of the board members or that of the chairperson may not be correct, and that sit has not done a proper work in this regard. This is also what I have mentioned earlier in this IYRTalks. That being the case, the right approach for the state government would have been to approach the Supreme Court, even in case they wanted to establish a separate one-man committee, take their prior concurrence and permission and go ahead with whatever is required to be done to unearth the fraud further, because definitely a scandal of this magnitude to say that only the officers are responsible and chairman and board members have no role to play when all the powers rest with them does not look to be correct. Instead of doing that, the state government unilaterally went ahead and appointed this one-man committee, which is now questioned by Subrahmanya Swamy in the Supreme Court. My gut feeling is Supreme Court may find fault with the state government for having done this unilaterally. They have taken that simple precaution of going to the Supreme Court with a petition, stating that they want to appoint a one-man committee, taken their clearance, appointed. That would have been procedurally the right approach. Let us see what the Supreme Court is going to tell in this case when it comes up for hearing before the Supreme Court. Thank you.